Hello, hello, everyone. We will give it a couple minutes because I'm a little bit early. Just a minute or two. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I see people coming on. Yay. Hi, Paige. How are you doing this fine, dreary day here in Pennsylvania, anyway? Hi, Tracy. How are you? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, lurkers. Hi, Nix. How are you? Is it dreary? And it's warm here, but it's dreary. It rained and it's just kind of blah. Yeah, very cold. The cold's probably coming. Hi, Philomena. Well, I am going to be winging it pretty much. Hi, Tammy. I'm okay. A little tired, but okay. I've been cramming pretty hard the last few days and making stuff. Loving it, but I'm starting to get a little tired now. Cold and wet in Kentucky. Yeah, I'm in eastern Pennsylvania, and it's not too cold today, but the temperature's going to drop after today, I think, actually, or tomorrow. I forget. But it's dreary, and then, like, I think Friday or Sunday or something, snow again. Ugh. Cold there. Wow. Is it normally cold there? It seems like it would be in Oklahoma. I don't know. Anyway. All right. Well, let me go through the business. I failed to print out the new host code, but it's down below yesterday's video, and it'll be down below this live as well. Snow tonight. Keep that snow, please. We've had a relatively mild winter, knock on wood, and I'm fine with that. As long as we don't have an excruciatingly hot and, I don't know, miserable summer, because it gets real humid here in the summer usually. So, just a couple announcements. If you aren't already enrolled in Paper Pumpkin, you should enroll before February 10th because it's going to coordinate with the celebration item called the cake set. It's not what it's called. It's called Happy Birthday to You, I believe. Let me just find it in here so I can show it to you. This one is going to coordinate with this one, but it looks like it's going to be a slice of cake instead or something. And it's supposed to make cards, so it looks like it'll be really cute, and I can always use birthday cards. And by the way, I have not yet done my Paper Pumpkin kit, but it's on my agenda for tomorrow, so watch for a video on Thursday. Thursday or Friday at the latest, but I think Thursday. And I'm going to be doing as intended, whatever that kit is as intended. I don't even remember. I know it coordinates with the heartfelt stuff. So I'm kind of anxious to use it before Valentine's Day. And I also will be making alternatives. So Paige, if you want to, you can make alternatives with me for Thursday sometime, but that's up to you. And anybody else can too that gets it. Let's see what else. Okay, so that's the Paper Pumpkin. Also, if you pre-order Paper Pumpkin during celebration, you know I've said this before, but it's the best time if you're going to possibly pre-order to do it, which I just lost. Here it is. Because you earn free product when you order a prepaid, because that goes against Stampin' Up! As opposed to just Paper Pumpkin. So like a 3-month costs $63. So that gets you one level 1 celebration. And level 1 is the ones that are in the celebration that says free with $50 purchase. I haven't used the Meerkat yet, and I have them too for another time. This is a beautiful set. So you could get the stamp set, which is reversible, lovely lily pad. You know, you get the idea. 6 months is $114, so you could qualify for a $100 thing, and 12 month is $220, so you could get a $100 free product and two $50s if you so desire, and then you've got your paper pumpkin paid for a whole year. So it's the best time to prepay. Oh, good, Tammy, that's good. I haven't even opened it other than to make sure the box was okay, because I think my box came open. Oh, and by the way, Paper Pumpkin released a video. I don't know if it's public or just for us, but so that's fine, Paige. If you can't, you can. I'm not. There's no pressure. I just want to do it before the next one comes. So you have to sign up by February 10th. But I forgot what I was saying. I want to do it before Valentine's Day. The kit, and yeah. Oh, the Paper Pumpkin boxes are going to be shrink wrapped for future Paper Pumpkin boxes. And truthfully, I am thrilled with that, because the last two of mine were either open, and fortunately, I don't know how they ever got here without missing an ink spot or a stamp, because they're always loose, and then the rest of it is, wrapped in shrink wrap inside. But the whole box is going to be shrink wrapped, which apparently makes it easier for them to put the mailing labels on and be better for mailing, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. That's what I hear. So that's, in my opinion, a good thing. I don't know whether the contents on the inside then will still be shrink wrapped or not. Yeah, exactly. I had a puncture in one also 2 months ago, and then this last one came, and the flap thing was completely loose, flopping. It was not even, attached to the box with a seal or anything. So yeah, that was weird. So I'm glad they're going to be doing that. Okay. Speaking of Celebration, which goes till March 31st, this little brochure, if anybody wants a Celebration brochure or the mini catalog that goes all the way till the first couple days of June, if anybody doesn't have one and wants one, please email me at dahliadesigns57@gmail.com, and I will get one out to you. And if you already have a demonstrator and don't have any intention of possibly ordering from me, then please don't request it, because it costs me money to send it, obviously. But I'd love to send one. I have extras. I have like 8 of them. So if anybody needs one, please let me know, and I'll send one out to you. But also, speaking of Celebration, effective now, while supplies last, the coordination product release. Now, these are items that you have to buy. But for example, if you would host a party or place an order of $300 or more, but if you'd host a party and the party is $300 or more, you could get this little ladybug that we're going to try to use later tonight. Well, now you can also get the dies to go with it, which I did, and I'm going to use them tonight. But there's also dies to go with other sets. I love this one. I think I have this on order. I'm not sure. And we're going to be using this paper tonight. Please just Punch Designer Series paper. And also the birthday cake stamp set. You can see this beautiful card here. They now have a coordinating die. I did not order that. Those you have to buy. The Celebration items in the brochure you have to earn through purchasing either out of the annual or the mini catalog, which used to be called the Occasions, but now they just call it the mini catalog, January to June 2020 mini catalog. Beautiful. Anyway, so that's that spiel. And just a little teaser. In addition to those, there's going to be a round 2, a Celebration for you guys starting in March. So stay tuned for that. That's all I can show you. Yep. I can't show you that yet. But if you want to join my team, then you could pre-order things and get them before everybody else. So, alrighty. Are we ready for stamping? Hi, Renee. Okay. So I have not pre-made any cards, so I cannot show you a card, but I've cut pieces to make cards. So sorry about that. That's why I said I'm going to be winging it. I'm going to be winging it. Let me make sure. Okay, so the first thing we're going to use as I get everything out of the little box here, I have 2 cards using the Parisian Beauty. We're going to go to Paris online here, and the coordinating dies, which look like that, which are called Parisian dies. Go figure. So that's the Eiffel Tower, right? That's what that's called. I don't know. I just had a brain cramp. I'm like, are you sure that's what that's called? So we have to go with this beautiful paper. I think I just dropped. Yep, I did. We have beautiful paper. Oh my gosh. Everything's falling. 1 second. Okay. Well, not okay. I have to find the beautiful paper. Here it is. Beautiful paper called Parisian Blossoms, because there's actually 2 Stampin' die sets that go with this. There's this Parisian one we're going to use tonight, and then there's one that's something blossoms, and we're not going to be, it's called Forever. I have it here actually. Forever Blossoms and Cherry Blossom dies, but we're going to probably use that next month actually, because that goes until May 31st. But the colors in this are Pool Party, Petal Pink, and Cherry Cobbler, and Whisper White. So we're going to be using this. Well, you can order it through me, Renee. It is in the mini catalog. It's Stampin' Up! Product. And if you just click below any of my videos, it has the link to my web store, and then you can look under the 2020 mini catalog and shop there, and it should be in there. And it comes as a bundle right now, which means you get 10% off if you from buying them separately, the stamp and the dies. So that's what we're going to use to start. And what I decided to do is make an easel card, very simple easel card, which is going to look like that, and it is a standard. I have to get this off the desk. Standard A2, but it's cut on the long side, so this is 11 inches, but it's cut at 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and then I scored it again at 2 3/4, and it's going to stand like that. So you're welcome. Thank you, Renee. And this is the paper. I originally was going to go with a different paper, but this is the one we're going to use. And we're going to put it this way, even though there's some real faint words in the background going this way. I did cut this out with the very largest stitched rectangle dies. And I don't think I still have them out. No, I don't. They're not handy. And this is a piece of Cherry Cobbler. So the first thing we're going to do, and this is probably, I believe this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then this is whatever the largest rectangle die is. And that would be about 3 3/4 roughly. It's like a 1/16 of an inch over that, and 5 1/8. Okay. So let's just glue that down and get my glue. I might be using a combination of glues because this one's almost empty. Hi, Clay. It's all right. We're just getting started. You missed all the announcements. So basically, Paper Pumpkin before February 10th. And Celebration is the coordination products are available for purchase now, which are mostly dies or other paper. And starting next month, for a limited time while supplies last, but definitely not through past March 31st, there's a second round of Celebration items coming out. I will tell you they include, well, let me just find that and tell you. Why don't I do that? They include 2 more papers, which are gorgeous. And 1, 2, 3 other stamp sets. So, and both papers, one of them is a specialty foil paper, and the other one is a vellum paper with a pattern on it. So, yeah, can't wait to show you. Can't wait to show you. Okay, we're going to not do that yet. Okay, I went ahead and die cut this Eiffel Tower out of champagne foil. Okay, and I also went ahead and punched these out using the Heart Duo punch, which you've seen me use before. They're from the Heartfelt collection suite bundle. Sorry, I'll get it right yet. And I cut the scalloped one in cherry cobbler and whisper white on this one, and I'm just going to stamp this little Eiffel Tower symbol in cherry cobbler. So we'll stamp first. Only 8 people on tonight. Seems like it's getting lower and lower. I don't know what to do different. It's a little late, but that's okay. Forgive me, I had to reach in front and put my tea somewhere else so I can reach my stamp chamois, simply chamois, which I cleaned right before I came on. And while I have the ink open, this is going to go on the inside of the easel right here. And so we're going to stamp, hopefully, follow your heart. It will take you to incredible places. Because this is all about hearts this month and love. And Paris symbolizes love, right? And hearts do too. I don't know. I've never been. Has anybody here ever been to Paris? I wish I could travel more. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Okay. And let me close my ink up. That's all the stamping we're going to do. Now, some people would get their sponge and their silicone mat that looks like this, that Stampin' Up! Sells. Mine is all full of junk. I have to clean that too. But I'm going to use... Okay, hi, Brandy. You've been to Paris. Yes, that's right. You lucky person, you. I wish I could go to Paris. Actually, on my bucket list first, though, is Germany and Ireland. And there's a lot of places, actually, I'd like to go. But Ireland, I don't want to go in the cities. I want to go out in the countryside. All right, we need to put our Eiffel Tower on. And what I thought I'd do, missing something, missing ribbon. Where is it? Here it is. Maybe put this ribbon across down here somewhere, right about there, under the Eiffel Tower and under the heart. And we're going to put the heart sort of like this, like that, with this under the heart wrapped around. I think that's what we're going to do. And this is foiled ribbon that is edged in champagne, glittery stuff, metallic. I figure when I turn 65, if I'm still around and kicking good, I will start traveling a little bit more. So between 65 and 70, I think I need to do my traveling. I have a friend who's, I think she's turning 72. She's still doing pretty good. And I have a cousin that's 75 or something. She's still doing pretty good, but I don't want to get too old that I can't move around good. So That's my story, and I'm sticking with it for now. All right, I am going to get the silicone mat out because I have sticky stuff on the back of there, and I want to do... I'm going to use my non-Stampin' Up! Glue with fine tip, except I just noticed I have a couple here that weren't popped out. On this foil paper, there is like a plastic backing on the back. And when you die cut, that may peel up. It actually is okay. Let it peel up because it lets the pieces come out a little better. And if you're going to be gluing it down anyway, why not? I'm going to actually anchor that right on the stitched line here at the bottom. So if I can line it up right. And so let's go ahead and dot this a little bit. There's another little loose piece. I don't want them popping through once I get it glued down. That's why I'm being a little picky about it. Thought I had them all. Okay. Is anybody else crafting anything? Or just chilling and watching? First couple cards really shouldn't take too long because I have everything prepped. I just didn't get a sample made ahead of time. Okay, and that should be enough. Now you could cut that out and on another color and put under it, but I chose not to. And it's champagne foil in the paper, so champagne foil here. So I thought it went pretty well. Now I was going to tuck this heart in here. Let's see, do I want to tuck that under? I think I want it down a little bit, right about there. It says 1889 on it. Yeah, going backwards in time. Don't know if I'd want to be in Paris in that era, but okay. So now let's glue this down onto here. This is, let's see, about 1 5/8 by 4 1/8. And this is therefore just over like 1 1/2 1/16. You can make it 1 1/2 by 4. I'm just using scraps, so whatever I had that worked together, I just had to cut the cherry cobbler down a little bit to fit in with it. So we'll just glue that down. Hello, everyone that's joining. We're making a simple easel card tonight, first card. And we're going to embellish it too, but okay, now I have to make sure I don't glue above here. Because otherwise we will be gluing where it'll be up above the top of the fold. So we do not want that. There we go. And I'm going to fold this down and rub it like that. Make sure I have it glued good. Maybe just a tad more right here. Okay. And now we'll glue this down. I could bump it up, but I don't think it'll be necessary to hold it in place. I feel like we ought to stamp something on this. Is there anything else? I could put a fleur-de-lis. No, it's probably too big. Maybe this little row of fleur-de-lis. I don't have the sticker on them yet. Thank you, Clay. I probably should have put that at the bottom, but I'm going to put it above it. Okay. Sometimes I take them all off and put the oops, sorry, stickers on all at once, and other times I take off what I'm going to be using, and because I'm usually crunched for time. Okay, and I don't always get them absolutely perfect. Like I usually get a little ledge like I did on that one, right on around the edges, the corner. Okay, good enough. Let me get a block, and we'll stamp that in cherry cobbler. Yeah, they're fun and they're easy, which is right up my alley. They get too much complicated than that, then I don't know. I have to be in the mood to do them. All right, we're going to push this back a little bit. And let's see how this goes. Sorry for my hair. Not bad. A little bit light on the one end, but that's okay. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. Okay, now we have to glue that down inside. Look at that. We have an instant stand-up. Oh, I might have just created a new card. Chocolate and champagne as a gift. Ooh. How about airline tickets and hotel to Paris? I would take that. Well, depending on whether there was any, you know, hidden agenda there. Okay, so let me... I think this card is almost done. We just need to add some bling. Now we have two choices here that I brought. Well, we have lots of choices, but we have two that I am prepared to offer. And one is cherry cobbler, little rhinestones from the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels, which honestly, I'm not sure if they're still available. I think so, but it's only online. And if they are, they'd be online under holiday carryover or something, or under embellishments. So the option would be to put the cherry cobbler color in the center of these flowers, 3 of them anyway. Another option would be to use champagne rhinestones, maybe do the same thing and then just put one on here. Which do you think, guys? The champagne rhinestones or the cherry cobbler? I want this to be a little more interactive here tonight. I think everybody went to sleep. I'm going to vote for cherry cobbler if nobody votes. Champagne, champagne. Oh, see? Good thing I waited. Okay, we'll try champagne. We'll try champagne. All right, I'm going to put the little ones on first in the flowers. Ooh, pretty. Good choice, guys. Brings out the champagne in the tower. I'm actually going to put 4 on the flowers and 1 big one over on the heart. Like? You do both. You're there. I see you now. I can see you now. Okay. I could even put one on here, but I don't think I want to, because if it gets, worn like that, it'll wear and tear. So there is card number 1. I think it's beautiful. And the paper does a lot of the work for you. Thank you, Philomena. Thank you, Paige. No, uh-oh tonight, Clay. No, uh-oh. I hope that doesn't happen again. Oh, my goodness. That was terrible. Okay, we have another Paris card we're going to make. But it's all about the Amour this time. So this time, I'm going to use the piece of champagne foil that I have left from die cutting. And thick Whisper White. It's just going to be a standard A2, no fancy fold this time. So we're going to be putting that down first. And then I actually had this piece already pretty much this size. I just had to cut a little off the top. So we're going to edge it like that. And then I'm going to bring in one of the heartfelt hearts, but we're going to use the reverse side of it. And I think we're going to use this extra little strip of cherry cobbler just to give it a pop of color somewhere. And this cuts out of the dies that are in that set. There's no stamp for it. It's just a thin thing. And we're going to pop that under here and bring it over the top somewhere like that, I think. Right about there. And then we're going to have our Amour going across here. There we go. That will be the front of the card. And then on the inside, I thought I would stamp. And this is what the swirly die looks like. It comes out real dainty. Which I didn't realize when I saw that big round thing. I was like, oh, that's going to be a big blob. And then we're going to use this Follow Your Heart. It will take you to incredible places. I think that goes all right with it. So that's the plan. Thank you, Paige and Philomena. Am I going to bump up the hole left from the die cut? No. No need to. I'm just going to glue it down and then glue this over it, and it'll be fine. You'll never know. Once I have the heart and stuff on here, nobody will know. And it's solid on the inside, so nobody will know. I'm probably going to use snail on this time, though, so I don't get liquid glue oozing through this. So, and I'm going to put these two together first. So I will, again, bring in my sheet here. Now, some of the reverse sides have Pool Party on them, and that would be really pretty, too. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to be blinding you there. So, all right. Let's go all around the edges. And again, I have snail on order, but so this is going to go like this. I can put a little more in here, a little bit in here, some up there. Just trying to see where I can. I did it reversed. No, I did it right. Okay. So about a 1/4 inch in from each side. But I have to go towards the bottom a little bit because it's closer to the bottom there. Oh, well, and I'll flip it over because I got the words the other way. Oh, well. Nobody will know. Now, to put it down, I'm going to glue it, actually. Okay. But I think I want to use some of that ribbon again. No, I don't, because I'm going to put this on, actually. Let me do this first. And I'm just going to put a little thin strip of glue on there. Strip of glue. A little bit of glue. I'm trying to figure out which side this is the back. I think I got that down a little lower than I wanted it, but oh well. There we go. And now we'll glue it down. See, even that's sticking. No, I'm not going to do an eclipse card tonight. I did an eclipse, a reverse eclipse last time. And who knows what I'll come up with for the paper pumpkin that I'll be doing alternatives for. I haven't looked at it yet. Honestly, it's still sitting over here near my printer to the left of me. And now you could use, this is Petal Pink. You could use Petal Pink as your card base. You could use Cherry Cobbler again. But but I had some thick Whisper White pre-cut, so that's what I decided to go with. Now this is going to be a little tricky because I want this to come over like that. I actually want a little bit more of this to show, but not all of it. So something like that. So I think I'm going to kind of tack it in place. In a couple, hopefully in a couple spots. I have a lot more showing than I originally put it all behind, but that's all right. And then we're going to turn it like that. It's okay. That looks all right. All right, we'll glue the heart down. Are you all done making Valentine stuff, or do you not need any? I don't know that I have any for my grandgirls yet. I just mailed off a swap today, but you'll be seeing that on the 11th because it's already done. And out the door for Valentine embellishments swap. So, and I think they came out cute. And then I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to come across here and go like this. I actually think I like that better on top now that I'm looking at it. No, you're just starting. Oh gosh. 2 more projects. Oh, Valentine's. That's right. You're in that collab. I was going through my iris bin of Stampin' Up. Not Stampin' Up, I'm sorry. Of Valentine's paper that's not Stampin' Up. And I found 2 paper pads, 6x6, that are both opened, both the same paper pad, both opened. I'm like, what? So I put a note on the front of them because I'm pretty much done Valentine's stuff now, except for my grandgirls. But I was like, okay, I put a note on it that says, use these first in 2021. Like, oh my gosh. And they're in the top of the iris bin instead of the bottom now. Because I have some other papers in there too, but they're not even opened yet. And this one had 2. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. And then inside, okay, what I did is, I hate to do this, but I have another piece of foil, but it's a whole piece. And then this was the scrap left over from this. And then I just cut a piece of Whisper White to go inside that. So that's what we're going to do inside after I stamp. Okay, cherry cobbler out again. Nope, not, yeah, I guess I did use cherry cobbler because I have cherry cobbler accents on the front. And that little tail, it's going to drive me nuts. There we go. Just tack it down a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Thank you, Philomena. That's one thing I do. Now this is pretty big for go. It's going to go all the way across. Oh well, we're going to try it. I might have to stand up to do this one. I probably should use the Stamparatus. All right, hang on. Get that lined up. Make sure that's straight, and I'll stand up. And going. It's a little to the right, but it fit. It's okay. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Okay. All right. And I think we'll use the snail again. to put that on. Let's get this out of the way. Yeah, a little bit over to the right. Oh well. $15 watching. 4 thumbs ups. Don't forget, everybody, it does help my channel. I'm above 2,600 subscribers, but I'd really like to get to 3,000, and then I'll have a giveaway at 3,000. I don't like how that is. Nice thing about snail, sometimes you can pull it up without tearing the paper. Yeah, it's starting to tear. There we go. Okay. Just had it a little bit off centered. That's worse. That's worse. Watch Deb struggle. Oh gosh. Sorry. Off camera. Can't edit this out. It's not a video, huh? All right. Well, that looks good on that side, but okay. We're going with it. We're going with it. It's crooked, but we're going with it. No, we're not. I can't do that. It's too crooked. Why is it so crooked? All right, I'm using wet glue from now on. Good thing that's underneath. Okay, I cut it straight. I know I did. All right, that's a little straighter. It's a little bit too much to the top, but I'm going to put a little dab of wet glue in the corners here. Sorry, guys. That was a mess. Probably won't be sending that one. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to use snail on this because I don't like the wet glue against the foil. Come on. Don't run out on me now. All right, stand up, Deb. There we go. Pretty good, pretty good. All right. And inside we will glue. I shouldn't be using this. I brought my Tombow out to finish it. All right, here we go. Okay. Phew. We struggled a little bit. Oh, now we need our bling again. I need bling on here. Uh-oh. I just heard a bling falling from somewhere. This guy wanted to escape. I actually am just thinking one cherry cobbler right about here this time. I think I'm going to do that, even though it's champagne in the background. I don't know if I want to put any up there. Okay, card 2, Finite. So we have an A2 easel card and an A2 standard. Thank you, Philomena. Yeah, I don't like wet glue on foil because I always end up getting it in the on the foil, and then I can't get it off without smudging, and I just don't like that. So, I mean, I don't mind the back of the foil as long as I don't have it close to the edges, but yeah. Could put a bow up there, but that might be overkill. So I think I'm just going to go with that. Okay, those are our first 2 cards. So let me put them in their little box here. And we will move along to our next set of stuff. Now we're going to be using Heartfelt because, you know, it's all about love tonight. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, Clay. We're going to use the eyelet lace embossing folder. we're going to use Stampin' Up's little Whisper White note cards and envelopes. And if I can figure out what I did with it, we're going to use the designer series paper in the annual catalog called the Subtles, and we're going to do it in Blushing Bride and Highland Heather. We're going to use those coordinating colors in cardstocks, and we'll just get started. Oh, and we'll use the new paper. Ta-da, 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 the beautiful new paper, and we're using the page that has all the hearts on it. And I've already been using the Blushing Bride. I did punch out one Coastal Cabana if we have time to get to it, and some Highland Heather ones. And there's still, I'm not exactly sure, Daffodil Delight, I think, Calypso Coral. Actually, this is Crushed Curry, Calypso Coral. And that might be either Petal Pink. I think that's Petal Pink. Well, this looks like Blushing Bride, and this looks like Petal Pink, but this is Blushing Bride here. So, anyway, it's beautiful paper, and it is available for you all to purchase now, and it also has tulips. This is the one that's, it's called Please Just Punch because it coordinates with the Tulip Punch, the Heart Duo Punch, the Thoughtful Blooms Punch with the little flowers. It's so springy and pretty. I love it. And that's the hearts we're using. And the back of the hearts is this larger check. And the Umbrella Punch. That's pretty. I might use that next month. And that has raindrops on the back. So yeah. But since it's February, we have to use the hearts tonight. Okay, so let me move these back out of the way. So what I thought I'd do, let me bring in, I punched out some of these hearts. And I also have the Happy Valentine's Day stamp from the Heartfelt. And I have this white with silver metallic ribbon. And I have 4 little note cards. I thought I'd just make a little set of Valentine cards. And in the, like 4 different colors of the hearts. So the first one I picked out to do was Highland Heather. So what I did is, I just lost my little note. Oh, here it is. I cut a piece of Highland Heather 3 1/4 inch by 4 3/4 inch. And I ran it through the die cutting machine using the eyelet lace embossing folder. And it looks like that. Because lace, I always think lace is appropriate for lovey stuff. So. Yeah, it would, Clay, but oh well. So that's just going to go on the front like that. And then I cut a piece of the designer series paper in the annual catalog. Now, these are not lovey words. These are crafty words, but who really reads them anyway, right? And it's roughly 1 7/8 inch by, that's a little, by 4 3/4. It should be, I think the next one I cut at 1 1/2. So you can cut it at 1 1/2. This one I think was already cut and I just had to cut it off. I use my scraps, you know, I use my scraps. So first thing is, actually I want to cut that down. I think that's too much of the words. Too much of the words. Okay, yeah, 1 1/2 is better. Save that strip. So we're going to glue that down, and then we're going to use a pearlized white doily, and then this, and then maybe some, oh, and the ribbon. I'm going to put the ribbon on going this way before we glue it down. And then we'll see. I might put some bling into. Let me put this glue out of the way because I'm going to need it actually though. for the doily. So we'll use our Tombow. So quick little Valentine cards, but a cute little pastel set. I've been doing heart stuff quite a lot lately. It is cute. Yeah. If you don't know that paper, it's available for all the color families. So this is the subtles, and they change it every year, at least since I've been doing this. But this year's pattern is gingham on one side, this on the other side of the gingham, and then on the other side of the words is this pattern. So, and you get, I think you get, let's see, there's 10 colors, and you get, where does it tell you? 40 sheets. So help me out, people. 4 of each sheet. 2 of each sheet, but 4 of each color is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you know, I don't usually think of purple for Valentine's Day either, but I got out that paper earlier today, and I was making some embellishments, like I said, and I'm like, this is really pretty. I need to use this. All right, where's my ribbon? And I just have that taped. So we're going to do this. And not all Valentines are huge cards, you know. In fact, my mom called me yesterday, actually, and she said, I'm going to try and get these glue dots right around that crease. I don't want to use snap. You know what? There's a better way to do this. Take your pick tool. Anyway, she called me and she said, they have a Valentine's box out near the kitchen, the dining room, like, and I said, really? And she said, yeah. I said, well, do you want me to get you some Valentines, you know, like Dollar Tree, so she can just put some in for people she really likes or something? So she said, yes. So I'll get her some of the little Dollar Tree ones too, but I might take her a set like this that she can give to her special friends. You know, something like that. I don't know. Or I can make a box set. Save them for next year. All right. But truthfully, I don't really do, other than my grand girls, I don't do much for Valentine's Day anymore. Sadly, I don't. But it's okay. I'm okay with it. Now you could actually, that glue dot's a little messed up. It looks like it has chicken pox. You could bump this up, but I don't want to do that, because if I want this to be in like a box set or something, then you know, you don't want to have a lot of dimension to it. So we'll do the Highland Heather one and the Blushing Bride one together. And let's see what time it is. We might do the Coastal Cabana one too. We'll see. And then this is just going to go here. And a little heart here. Trying to decide what kind of blingy thing, or if I want to stamp anything else. I'm going to stamp Happy Valentine's Day on the inside. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just leave it like that. And maybe just a couple clear rhinestones or pearls. Pearls would be pretty. I think maybe some little pearls. Okay. Fake fur on it? I don't know either. You mean that eyelash trim stuff, maybe? That would be all right. And when I was doing my embellishments, I have some tulle, and I put that behind a lot of these things. So I guess I'll just bump the heart up a little bit. That'll give it a little dimension, but not a whole lot. So bring out my dimensionals, and we'll just use 3. Alrighty, so there's that. Let's do the next card, and then we'll decide. Oh, we're just going to stamp. We'll use Highland Heather on this one. Now, I better not mess it up since I already glued everything in, right? Hi, Dawn. How are you doing? Glad you could come for a while. I'll show you the first cards I did in a minute. We're making some little Valentine's Day note cards in pastels. This is just making sure I have that good all around because it's a solid image. There we go. To clean away my chamois. Okay. We did some Paris cards. Now we're just doing little note cards for Valentine's Day that look like this. But this is in Highland Heather, and now we're going to do one in Blushing Bride. And you could just, I mean, you can make this shabby or whatever, but if I do a note card set, you know, in 4 different colors, I kind of want them to look the same, pretty much. So again, this is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. This is 1 1/2 by 4 3/4. And we're just using wet glue. Thank you. Skinny strips of fluffy fur. I don't know if I would be wanting to do that. Not sure about the fur thing on these. They're too little. I think the cards are too little. I don't know. Maybe just something sticking out from behind, but that's kind of why I did the doily and the eyelet lace here. Now, I have not run a Coastal Cabana through the, and I have to do another color too because I need 4, right? All right, so we're going to glue this down, tack this down this way. And I want to make sure I get it right about there. We're just going to cover that seam up and snip that off. And then there we go. All right. Multitasking. What are you having for dinner? Anything good? I actually have no clue what I'm going to make my son for dinner after I'm done this. Because we had leftovers last night, I think. And they were good, but they're all gone. So I don't know. Don't know. It's going to have to be something easy and quick. You know, last time I used glue dots and it made it a little bit puffy here, and I don't like that. So that's why I tacked it down with the snail this time. All right, I'm using the non-Stampin' Up! Glue with the fine tip this time just to do the doily again because it is able to really just leave a fine row of glue on there and not come out everywhere. And we'll just glue that down the middle. And then, oops, the doily had a piece not punched out. I think I got it. Yep, stuck on me. It's stuck on me. And then we'll bump our heart up again. Now this heart is a different pattern. Some of them are out of the paper. Some have these dots and dashes, and some have flowers. So we'll just get the dimensionals again. Pop 3 on. And there we go. This is the heartfelt stamp set and the heart punch duos I used to punch out of the Pleased as Punch paper, which just became available to purchase. I believe it's $11.50 on the website if you're interested, and coordinates with the mini catalog punches, the hearts, the tulips, the umbrellas, and the thoughtful blooms that's in the celebration. And then inside again, we're going to use Blushing Bride. Blushing Bride, which I hardly ever stamp with. Potatoes and broccoli, yum. Oh. Yeah, see, my doctor, I can't do the potatoes now. I can do sweet potatoes. Thank you, Philomena. I think we will not do the Coastal Cabana, but you get the idea. It's going to be the same, and then I'll punch out another color, maybe the Calypso Coral. I'm not feeling the crushed curry for Valentine's Day. I don't know. And that was the Blushing Bride to coordinate with the front of that. I think I might just put some little pearls on up here, maybe 3 pearls or something up, maybe down here. So that's that, and then I'll do one in Coastal Cabana and probably, I don't know, what do you think? Calypso Coral or crushed curry? Maybe the crushed curry would be all right. And I'll do that in the dots one, since these 2 are flowers, and that'll be a cute little set of 4. Yeah, I think so too. You don't like sweet potatoes? Oh, sorry. I do. I really like them. So that's card number 2. And that one was sort of planned a little bit. And the last one, oops, I bumped you, sorry. The last one really isn't. I have to clean up a little here before I go on to the next one. And I have more note cards to go with that. And the ribbon can go with that. And this. And this goes in the other one. No, this goes for this one. Okay. I think I got it. The last one is going to be note cards. No, it isn't. I changed my mind on it. We're going to try something for the Ladybugs. The Little Ladybugs. Now, this one's only available if you host a party for $300 between now and March 31st. It's a celebration host set. And right now you can actually purchase coordinating dies to go with it. So I have purchased them, of course, because I can't have a stamp set that has dies available and not get the dies because I don't have a scan cut. Hi, Esther. Thank you. Oh, I don't know. I never tried them. Crushed curry. Okay, thank you, Philomena. Coastal Cabana. Yeah, I'll be making those. Now, I did pull out some little hearts in the Real Red and some of these that I punched out of the from my Heart Designer series paper that have foil. Some off screen, sorry. So these are the doilies, the heart doilies, and I don't know if I use them or not. And the dies have these little grassy things, so we might try them. And then the stamps. So this is Stampin' Up's watercolor paper, and it's called Fluid 100. It's new this year in their annual catalog. They had a different one before. And I think I've only used it once, this new kind. I'm not good enough at this kind of stuff to know the difference. But I thought we'd just wash it with, you know, some blue and some green. So let's use Seaside Spray and Garden Green. See how they look together. Yeah, that'll work. And I'm just going to use my water brush. So I don't know if I've ever used Seaside Spray with this. Okay. Now I have to tell you, these cards were started to be planned at 5 p.m. tonight. Talk about last minute, right? So I think I did pretty good for my last minute preparations here. All right, I need more color than that. I usually start in the morning, but I had some stuff I had to get done for swap. You know, I didn't give me much more color. I must be losing hand strength as I get older. I don't know. I can't push down on them enough to get a lot of color. I don't need a lot of color for sky, though, anyway. And if worse comes to worse, I can always use my marker and go over it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do for the sky. Maybe you want that sky to go down a little more, actually. Okay. Nothing's would get done, right? Yeah, that's true. Sometimes. Ooh. But, you know, I know this ahead of time, and I sort of have a schedule of what I'm going to do for each month. When I do my monthly planner, I kind of go in and say, okay. Now, I change it sometimes, but I start off with, here's the stamp sets I plan on using, but I do change it. So, like, sometimes I'm just not in the mood to use a certain stamp set or whatever. Like tonight, I was feeling hearts. I got to use hearts. I haven't used Paris, and it's been on my to-do list for a while. And, you know, so I just felt like I had to use those. And the Ladybugs, I don't know. They're just so darn cute, and I don't want to not use them soon. So, anyway. All right, Garden Green is next. I'll use the heat gun to, oops, I got the stamp pad out. Oh, I'll put a little more in there. So I'm just using the inks like watercolor, oops, with a finger in them. And I'm going to thin this one down a little bit because it's a much darker color. You could actually put water on the paper first. And we'll blend it up a little bit. And this is nothing new, and this is really easy. So people like me can do stuff like this. Anyway, and that's about it. I'm going to get a paper towel. I'll lay that on there for a minute and just wipe your water brush off to get any color on it that might be on it still from the ink. So last week I was telling you about these markers. These are the same inks as these, so you could just, you know, write a little bit on, let's say a block. You know, let's try it and see if it works. Put your money where your mouth is, Deb. Let's try it. Put a little water on that, and it does the same thing. So you can watercolor with your markers too. You just have to have a block or something to put them on to get the color out, okay? Not your alcohol markers, just your dye-based markers, the Stampin' Right markers. So if you have them, either from the many marvelous markers or the sets of 10, you know, one for each color family, you can use them to do watercolor too. Because let's say you get all the many marvelous markers, but you only have 10 of the ink pads or so, you can use your markers then to make up the difference. We're going to set this aside and let this dry a little bit, so I don't have to use the heat gun. And let me get some Whisper White, and we'll do a little stamping. I had to cut a little bit of a bigger piece to stamp on. And we're going to attempt to make a design. This one's going to take a little longer than the others because I don't have this planned at all. We'll go to 5 1/4. Don't really need it to be a specific size, but I don't want it to be any bigger than the mat. Well, doesn't matter. We're going to die cut them. We're going to die them though. Okay. Talking to myself, and you guys are all here with me. Okay, let's see what happened. Hi, Donna. Oh, I hope that's going well. I know that's true, Clay. Okay, so now I have all these cutesy little images. Look how cute this is. This is so cute. Little ladybug. It even says you're cute as a bug. So we're gonna start with this one, I think, and use You're So Sweet and this flower, I think. Or we could use that one, landed on the flower. Well, my plan was to use this one, and maybe his little arms are outstretched, and I thought maybe we could put a heart next to one of them, but I don't know. We'll see. A little heart. And then maybe have them standing near the flower and then have You're So Sweet somewhere on there. So, and then the other option would be You're Cute as a Bug with this one and a flower. So I don't know. We're going to start with the You're So Sweet. I need to get these things on blocks. And this is a big stamp. It'll fit though. It'll fit on there. This is a little stamp. You're So Sweet. And this is a medium stamp. We use this one. We'll see how it works. Okay, Paris. Donna, I knew she'd want to see Paris. Okay, let's see. Let me show Donna Paris quick first before we get stamping. We made 2 Paris cards. This was our first one, and it's an easel card. It goes like that, except I'm holding it in the air. And it says, follow your heart. It will take you to incredible places. And then several of us got jealous because Brandy's been to Paris. Hi, Brina. Hi, The Glam Shop. How are you doing? So that was the first one we did. And then this was the second one, which is a standard A2 with foiling. This is one of the heart doilies in Flirty Flamingo turned upside down. This little flourish is in Cherry Cobbler, which is part of the dies that come in the Parisian Beauty bundle that looks like this. That's the stamp set, and these are the coordinating dies for, they're just called Parisian dies. And we used, on this one, we used this to get the little flourish and the Amour. And on the other one, we used the Eiffel Tower. And then these are done from the Heart Punch duo from Heartfelt. Okay, and this is Cherry Cobbler paper on thick Whisper White. And this is champagne foil. And then the designer paper is the Parisian paper. I don't remember the exact name of it right at the moment. So that is what we used. Then our second cards were little note cards, and I'm going to do 2 more. These are using the Please Just Punch Designer Series paper that just became available in February. And you can buy that as a celebration coordination product right now. And then these are the Whisper White note cards by Stampin' Up, the Pearlized Doilies, and the Whisper White silver metallic ribbon from the annual catalog. And then I just stamped from the Heartfelt in the coordinating color. This is Highland Heather, Blushing Bride, Coastal Cabana, and then I'll probably be using Crushed Curry for the fourth one and finish a little card set. Okay. And now we're playing with Little Ladybugs. And don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm going to stamp them in Memento Black. Oh, I'm glad, Glam Shop. Wonderful. So everybody, I think we have some new people. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to them too. You can wait till you're done and go back. I can't do it while I'm live, obviously. And I'm using my old ink pad, but we'll see how it does. And I'm sorry for my nails. I took my polish off. Ooh, that turned out pretty good, actually. Took my polish off a couple days ago. Now they look weird to me, but also they're splitting. My nails are splitting. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me. He's so cute, or she, whoever. And then you're so sweet. And I'm going to put that right up here too, because I'm probably going to punch that out with some kind of a punch. All right, now I will put the ink away. And we're going to color these in with, well, let me clean my stamps first. Yeah, Fanatic Deb about that. But when I go to resell them some year, they'll be in good shape for the next person that wants to use them. Okay, one more. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Okay, so let me get some of this stuff off of here. Okay, how's our watercolor? Oh, look, that's almost all dry already. Okay, so this is probably going to be the longest part of this live, right? Because I have to color. Usually I try and have the coloring done, but oh well. All right, I am going to go traditional with red and black for my Little Ladybug. That said, I don't remember exactly what Little Ladybugs, are they red and black striped under here? Oh, bye, Dawn. Sorry. Okay, enjoy your dinner. Oh, that's in Celebration Day. Let's see what the Little Ladybugs look like in here. Ah, this one they only colored the wings and just petal pink or something on their bellies. That's a good idea. I like that idea. Thank you, Donna. Glad you watched that and saw that. I enjoyed making that stuff, and I have to do more because I have one more video I owe Bead Park. And then, of course, I have the jewelry on the 18th for having fun making jewelry. That'll be different jewelry. And most of that will be out of my business inventory. I might use a couple Bead Park things, but not too many. I'm actually just doing real easy coloring. They've already got the black on here, so. Yep. I got a little red on his cheek. Her cheek. Looks like a her to me, actually. So, I'm going to try the color lifter and see how it does. Just a little bit right here. Okay, while I'm doing this, you guys, what color do you want the flower to be? Black or dark gray? Okay. All black? Well, maybe I'll use Smoky Slate. Now, all that said, they really don't have to be true to color, you know, but that's okay. I'm not really going to do any shading here. So while I'm doing this, what color flower do you guys like? We're going to be real red on black against a sky background. And then I have some little grassy bits cut out that come in the dies. So, I don't know if back there should be red too. Feels like it should be. I'm going to just do light Smoky Slate on her belly. I'll just do the whole thing. And I actually find the tip of the brush one to be a little thinner if you do real light to do those small areas than the other nib. But if you have like a whole small area, then the little nib is better. But I don't know. I think I'm going to make this part under here a dark red, actually. Orange and yellow, yellow, pink. Oh boy. I think I'm either going to go with yellow or orange and yellow. Maybe orange in the center and yellow out here, because I think with the red background, I don't know if I want to use pink. And I guess I'll just put a little petal pink light in its face. I don't know. Don't think ladybugs really have a face like that, but you know. But since we're giving it a cutie one, we'll just do it. We'll just do it. And we still have a little bit of that red in there. Okay. Okay. Oops. The flower will have to blend a little better than that. So let's see. Yellow. Okay, we want a bright yellow. So I'm thinking, no, not Mango Melody. That's a little too dark. Daffodil Delight, I think. And with a touch of Calypso Coral Light, maybe. Let me check let me get a scrap. Well, actually, this is going to be a scrap, so. We'll test them before we do it. I think I'm going to use the light Calypso Coral in the center because there's not much area there. And then this is light. Maybe I'll use the darks mostly. And then just a little bit of light on the edges. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Yellow, yeah. A marker with 3 ends. That would be unique, that's for sure, Clay. All right, we're using the light Calypso Coral in the center. And then I'm going to take the dark Daffodil Delight. I'm just going to go down these edges, along these lines, and maybe up from here. Usually I color the light first, but I want to get some dark down along the edge here. And this bigger one will be more light than dark. Okay, maybe just I don't know. Okay, and let's just do it in a big sweep. And I'm just going to use a circular motion, but I'll slow down towards the edges. You don't want to get too close to the edge because it will bleed out. But we're going to die cut it anyway. Since the dies are now available this month. Yay! I really like the blends. They do work pretty well. Well, that said, I've never owned Copics, so I don't know. I can't compare them. I do have Spectrum Noirs. They're okay. They're okay. But trying to color coordinate is a lot harder than just using these. In my opinion, anyway. Stampin' Up's kind of made it easy. For people like me that are a beginner, you don't have to be an expert coloring person. There, I think that's pretty. And then let's see if I have garden green. I don't think I have a garden green. I think I have granny apple green, so we'll have to use that. Yeah. Dark. We'll start with the dark, and we're going to use this end. I am using the nib because it's just about the right width for the stem. Frozen? Oh, okay. Your screen was frozen? Yikes. Was I frozen to everybody? Frozen in time. Deb Houck frozen in time. That's a scary thought. Oh, goodness. And this is a smaller area than the flower, so I am using the brush end. Trying to blend that green out a little better there. Okay. Okay. Coloring done. Get these off the desk. And I, just so you know, I have a wooden thing made by, I want to say Creighton Craft. Does that sound right, guys? And it was not inexpensive, so, but it fits all my Stampin' blends and has room for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more sets. Okay, so now I have to find the dies here, and we're going to die cut these little things and punch the sentiment. I have to figure out, once I punch or die cut the other things, we'll figure out placement and all that jazz. Okay, where did I put the dies? Dies. Here they are. Oh, too much stuff. Here are the dies. So we need, see the dies, the stamp set doesn't have the grass, but this also has like a little unopened flower, an open flower, and a stem, and 2 leaves. And this little swirly thing too, like a flight path. And I'm not sure. Oh, this must be like a dot, so you could punch out the dots and raise them on their little bodies or whatever. That's cute. Reload the chat once because it showed an error for the feed. Oh, thank you, Donna. Oh. Yes, the color coordination is amazing with Stampin' Up. It truly is. This is the one we need for our little, I think. Nope, it's the other one. I think. Let's figure it out, Deb. All right, this is the one we need for this one. So put this back. And this is the one we need for the flower. And then once I get them done, then we'll figure out placement and what we're going to do with that sentiment. All right, I have to turn around. I'll be right back. Chat amongst yourselves. 16 watching. Thank you for the thumbs up for the 6 that gave them to me. I hope the others will consider doing that too. All right, and let me use a sticky note to make sure these don't slip around. I have a magnetic plate, but once in a while they'll jump if you get, you know, too close to each other kind of thing. Okay. Here we go. Through the big kick. And then I'm just going to go back because it just brings it back to me that way. And here we come. Let's see how I did. Not bad. And here. Also not bad. Yay. All right. Just throw them over there. Bring this down because we need it. Okay. So now let's create our scene. I need to find my other grassy bits. Dip, dip, dip. Put our flower coming up from the grassy bits, I think. Mine's in frame. Now, should we have some of this like behind the flower? Oops. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. My fingers don't want to. There we go, like that. And then we have some more here. Could be like that. Bring that down a little bit if I can. And where's my little ladybug? Come here, ladybug. And she can just be standing over here. I could put her on a heart. Or she looks like she's facing that way. So why don't we put the flower over here? She's sort of flying to the flower, right? Like that. I don't know, Paige. Sometimes they do, but they did not for the mini catalog. I think the last time they did it was the holiday catalog last year, maybe, or occasions last year. It was occasions last year. I think it was So Saffron, and before that, the holiday catalog too. Maybe put some over here. I don't know. This grass stuff is driving me a little nuts. I think like, oops, like that. And then maybe I'll just, I don't know about the heart on the outside. I think I'm just going to use a circle punch, a scallop circle punch. Let's see what size I have to use. I don't think it'll fit in this one. Ooh, it will. We're going to do that, and then we're going to punch some real red scrap, if I can find one. Oh yeah, I've got tons of real red scraps. And see how that looks. I told you we'd be winging it tonight. We are winging it. These are Stampin' Up punches. They are the 1 3/8 and 1 5/8 inch scallop circle punches. And I think we're just going to do something like that. What do you think? Or maybe, no, I like that. Maybe like that. Put the grass on there and do that, and then put it on black backing on a real red. I think that'll be cute. Hi, Jax. Hi, Deborah. Well, I'm missing all kinds of stuff. The white center of the heart. Well, you know, I could have just stamped on there, but I think it's too big for the area here. So anyway, I think this is kind of my plan. This is where I'm going with it. Let me get this out of the way and get my dimensionals and my glue. And go for it. Cutesy cutesy. This is my first time using this stamp set, so bear with me, everybody. And this is watercolor paper, so it's a little bendy. I actually think I'm going to adhere it down to the black before I put these other pieces on. Thank you. So the products I'm using tonight are Stampin' Up. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator for those coming in that might be new. And my link to my web store is below all my videos. The host code for February is below yesterday's video, as well as it'll be below tonight's live once it goes up as a video. Now you see the blends, they color easily, but they do bleed. I think we're going to tilt that just a little bit because I want that little cutie to just be coming closer to it. Oh, you didn't stay down. It's on watercolor paper, so I'm going to put that one over at the edge. I should have probably not put that one on first. Oh well. And we'll go like this. And then we'll put a bunch up a little bit. Maybe I should put that under like that. And then this over here. I don't know. Does that look all right? I don't know. The flat line on it's what's bugging me. Or should I just go straight across? That looks weird. I think we'll tuck it and just end it like that. Yeah, okay. I'm making a jungle. Yeah, the cute Deb age cartoons. Oh my. We'll just do that one. Not perfect, but it's okay. It's still cute. And we're going to bump the little ladybug up. And we might bump this up too. Yeah, I think something like that. Alrighty. No ribbon on this one. Now, I haven't even thought about what am I going to do on the inside. Eeks. Oh well. Thank you, Philomena. I probably should have used mini ones on this. All right, and I think I wanted that. I think I wanted that over here because I have like a blue streak there I'm not happy with. And I think that's the front. I don't know what I'm going to do on the inside yet. I think probably just another black piece, and I think we need a little bit of bling somewhere. But I don't know what kind of bling I want to use. Let me get this onto the card. which is an A2 size card, just turned landscape, in real red with a mat of basic black, and then I used watercolor paper and painted with my ink and a water brush. Okay. I think a little Winkostella on its belly or something, or its wings maybe. We need bling, but I don't know what color bling to use. Let me see what I have. Maybe just clear rhinestones in the sky, like, or something. Right? Get a little. I think my Winkostella is running low too, but I do have another somewhere. I always try and make sure I have one on back order. I mean, not back order, on backstash. Okay. So, bling, we say. Bling, bling. I have little red dots, but that might be too much red. I have clear hearts. And I have, I'm thinking maybe just some clear rhinestones or clear epoxy hearts. Maybe just a red bling right there. I don't know. Winkostella. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Where's my thing? Little red bling here. You're so sweet. I don't know if I want to put any more on than that, unless I put some on the little dots of its wings, but I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it. I'll think on it. So that is it, I think, tonight, because for me to start another one would take another little while. I should have put that grass on a little better, but it's all right. Cute, 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 cute. Love it. Alrighty. So let me bring everything back out after I close my glue. My one glue anyway. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Already getting stuck. Uh-oh. Oh no. Here we go. Okay. I got it. Okay. Whew. Okay. Let's find them all again. All of our little cards. So if anyone is interested in any products, what we use tonight, you know where to find it, down below the videos. You can click on the link, or in my Facebook group called Deb House Crafty Cottage Group, or there's a Shop Now button, or on my business page, Deb House Crafty Cottage Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So this uses the Parisian Beauty bundle. This uses the Heartfelt with some regular paper cardstock from Stampin' Up! And the coordinating Subtles Designer Series paper in the annual catalog. And these hearts are punched out of the Pretty as a Punch. Pleased as Punch. Pleased as Punch. Brand new Designer Series paper available now on the web only. And this Little Ladybug cutesy set is available if you host a party or place an order $300 or more. Host a party means you get other people to buy from you, and the party ends up being $300 or more. You can get this as a host gift, and then the coordinating dies are available for purchase right now. So that is the Little Ladybug Celebration Host set, which is adorable. That's going to be in my forever inventory. I will never get rid of that. Thank you, Philomena. Thank you, Nix. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, I know you do. Oh, thank you, Paige. Thank you, Clay. Good night, Jax. Okay, missed you. Sorry. And yeah. Thank you, Nix. Okay, so that's it for tonight, everyone. I enjoyed your company. I know I got a little busy coloring and stuff, but I want to do more with backgrounds and watercolor and things too. So I had another idea for this one, but next week we'll be on to something else. I'm not sure what yet. I have to check my schedule. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. Don't forget, 14 watching, 9 thumbs ups. The rest of you, come on, please give me a thumbs up. I could use it. And the algorithm for YouTube will help me grow and continue to bring you wonderful things like this as well. And with that, I will see you again on Thursday with Paper Pumpkin. Thank you, Brandy. With Paper Pumpkin January kit that I'm way behind doing, and some alternatives that I haven't started yet. So I'll be working on those tomorrow. Thank you, Paige. All right, everyone. Let me type my little good night. And then I will see you in the next video. And if anybody has any questions, my email's always down below the video. All my videos at the very bottom. My email is there. Feel free to email me with any questions you might have. And also, if you'd like to join my team, it's a great time to join. You get lots of free gifts. Plus, you can pre-order stuff ahead of everybody else. And you get a discount. Pretty good. Good night, Clay. Good night, everybody. I feel like the Waltons. Remember that show? Good night. Good night. See you next time.